Hello, welcome to Homesteading Northwest Florida. There's Leroy eating some kind of branch. It is Saturday, June 19th, and the temperature is only 74 degrees, which is great. We just had a hurricane, I'll have to put it on there, a tropical storm. And it brought like about 4 or 5 inches of rain all in one morning since about 6 o'clock this morning. But some of these plants around here, they love it. You know, they like a good soaking. I just weeded this bed right here, and you can see everything's pretty flattened. And the palm trees are sending out new fronds, both of them. I don't know if you can see that. That one's new. And then there's another one right down here in the center. They look pointy like that when they send out new fronds. And then so is this European fan palm. And this is a mimosa tree flower that's dead. That likes to, I think these things cause like a fungus, these flowers actually, so nothing else can grow underneath that tree. It's that kind of situation. But everything's pretty well, had a good soaking. About 4 to 5 inches worth of rain. But I try to plant stuff that likes that. I'm gonna have to cut off those hydrangea blooms that are old and faded, but there's some new ones coming out. Up at the top there. And yeah, tropical storm. Before the tropical storm, I did put out a lot of fertilizer. I put out a manure mixed with Osmocote around some things. The dahlias, I just found out, dahlias are from Mexico, so they don't mind this. And here's a Mexican sunflower. This one's turning out orange. I got a mixture of like a yellow and an orange. Zinnias don't seem to mind it, although they get top heavy when they start going to seed. That one's kind of going to seed. I got to cut off those blooms. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to cut off. But yeah. Banana trees like it. I don't have to water for a couple days here. This was all completely flooded and washed away here, this sandy area. And this was like bigger lake than it was. I'm like, oh, I got a lake in my backyard. So, and my garden beds kind of got flattened where I had the soil mounded to the side. That got flattened, and we got some dahlias back here. And this bed I dug because there was an armadillo hole here, and when they dig their holes they make a mound. So there's a giant hole here underneath the dahlia, and I got to find some soil to fill it with and kind of prop that up. But you can kind of see the armadillo burrow made that great big hole in the soil. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But this whole bed was dug to flatten this area. But the stuff is still alive. So, and here's more Mexican sunflower. And it has this. I do like this flower too because usually it has a real strong stem. Like I'm gonna have to, but some of it fell over here. I'm gonna have to try to prop that up. But sometimes that falling over can be from, I do water it occasionally from underneath. And we'll see how it comes up again. How it, you know, maybe I'll just chop that off and then see what regrows. You know, maybe it'll have more flowers, but it does have quite a bit of flowers at the top. And I do have a mixture here of kind of a yellow and an orange. But everything got kind of you know, I had this mounded kind of nice and it washed away. And let's see here. Here's Leroy eating something. I have no idea. But it is Saturday. We're supposed to get the rain the next few days. But you can see that sandy type soil got washed. And I think that's a Joe Pye weed that I leave for the caterpillars to go on to that plant. That got knocked over this way. But it seems like everything that I chose here does not mind this kind of rain. Like canna lilies, they don't care. Banana trees, they don't care. I got flowers on top of 6-foot canna lilies here. I'm waiting for this maroon one to bloom. And I'm wondering if these little things at the top here that are like they look like seed pod or little bulbs after the flower comes off. I planted some of them, and I'm wondering if they grow new canna lilies after you plant them. They're kind of like a bulb that comes off here after a while. Let's see if I can get one off. Oh, maybe not that one. No, they're not ready yet. Oh, these ones came off this particular plant. Like here. Here's one. Now, if I plant that, will that grow another canna lily? I don't know. But the Nephafia is doing good, sending up the flowers. That one got kind of battered. I'm looking forward to real tall flowers there, so I've been fertilizing. And I put some fertilizer by the bougainvillea. And we'll see what happens after everything sprouts up. The weeds are going to go mental now. The weeds are just going to be, you know, something else. But I had to move some, what is this? Black-eyed Susan, because it was falling over where it was, and the center of the clump was dead. So that's a new black-eyed Susan. That's a new black-eyed Susan that kind of got knocked over here. It did have some roots to it. I put some there. And let's check our cantaloupe. Here's a bunch of maypop, and this is the edible maypop. These purple flowers, that is an edible fruit that just occurs in this backyard here. So I got a feeling there at one time, about 30 years ago, there was a garden back here. But the cantaloupe looks like it's doing good, and that's it. I'm going to have to fill this hole at Homesteading, Armadillo Hole at Homesteading, Northwest Florida. Thanks for watching. Ooh.